Hi friends, my name is Michelle, if we don't know each other already. This is a flow to open everything up and energize. Whenever you're feeling a little stuck or a little stiff, this is just a way to move through your whole body. Hopefully feel a little better. So we'll begin in a seat. You can be in a supported seat, sitting up on a block or a blanket, or in a chair even for this first moment. Just a moment of stillness before we move. A moment to tune toward quiet, tune toward body and breath. And just sort of turning down the volume on everything outside. It's still with you in the background, but just turn down the volume so you can be with yourself a moment. Notice that you're breathing and how your breath moves through your body. If you could breathe through your whole body, are there places it would get stuck? Places of tension or holding where you might just offer that option to release or to soften. So that you might imagine breath moving all the way through you, an open channel. If there's a particular intention that brings you to the mat, anything you want to cultivate or offer up or even just let go in this time, bring that to mind now, settle it into your breath, into your bones. So the shapes can be about that. And then we have an opportunity to amplify breath and intention and the space between us with the resonant sound of Om together. First, just where you're at, find a full breath in and breath out. And then toward Om, a breath in. And allow that resonance to stay in your awareness, in your breath, as it expands until you find some movement, whatever reaching, rolling around feels good. And also if you want to change your seat at all, switch a leg or change your positioning, it won't be here too much longer. But be sure that you can feel supported on the earth so that you can start to reach up out of the earth, reaching toward the ceiling. And it can be kind of asymmetrical at first. It can be like a morning stretch, whatever feels good. And then we start to integrate. As you're reaching tall, draw in through your front ribs, just to open up the space at the back of your waist for breath to move. Use an inhale to again reach tall while you're rooting down through your seat. And let your right hand fall to the right, either to your thigh or toward the floor. Just bend over to the right, rolling your left ribs back with a breath. And then this action is kind of like you're like taking off a hood. Yeah, you'll bend your left elbow and kind of pass your hand behind your head as you come back to your tall seat. Reach your right arm tall and then bend up and over to the left. Take a breath, rooted through your seat, rolling your right ribs back and reaching long all the way through your exhale. And then again, bend your right elbow and like you're just pulling a hood back over your head. Bring your right arm back to earth as you find a seat. And then reach both arms tall again. Bend both elbows. You can even hold on to opposite elbows, pressing them up to the sky though. And then draw your elbows wide, your hands tall. Just a big opening. Like go as wide as you can in your arms. Your fingertips reach all the way back and down toward the earth. And then find your way toward a tabletop shape on all fours. And then eventually toward downward facing dog. So again, if there's little movements or adjustments that you want to make in this shape before or after finding downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, you always feel free to make those adjustments, move in the way that feels right to you, yeah, according to your own intention here. But in this shape too, just taking a moment to feel that open channel of breath, as if your whole body could open up and breathe in and breathe out. Soften your knees a little so that you could really extend back through your hip creases, your hip bones behind you. Press down into the earth through your hands. And then lift through your hips, wave your heart forward toward a plank shape. And knees could be up or down there, but lengthen out through your spine all the way through your crown forward. Your heels, your tail press back. And then lower yourself all the way down to the earth. Untuck your toes, press down through the tops of your feet like the shoelaces of your feet. And walk your hands back along your lower ribs, your elbows draw back. And as you inhale, lift your heart forward to lift it up toward Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. And as you exhale, just soften like your whole spine is exhaling. Hug in and down through your legs, and again, press up through your heart. Exhale, soften. This time, walk your hands a bit wider, maybe as wide as the mat, but keep drawing your elbows back as you lift forward and up, and then back down to earth. Walk your hands back in along your ribs, press down to press the earth away, back through that tabletop shape. Tuck your toes to draw back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And then begin to walk your feet slowly forward toward the top of the mat. But it's really like each step is a little stretch. So let there be some purpose to this walk up the mat. Shake out through your head, root through your feet. Taking a moment just to feel the length at the back of your legs, the length of your spine too, toward the floor. Press down into the earth through your feet. Lift your belly for support. And then begin to lengthen your spine, just like that cobra pose, your heart forward, sort of halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And then as you exhale, fold back down. Just that again, press through your feet, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold. All the way to stand now. Root through your feet to reach tall. Exhale, peel your elbows wide. Just as we did seated, press through your feet. Lift your heart as you sweep your arms wide as you can. Your fingers go open and then down. And then once more, reach tall. And this time, as you peel your elbows wide and your arms open, begin to fold yourself forward. A little swan dive over your legs, Uttanasana. Begin to shift your weight to the right. Push through your right foot. And step your left toes toward the back of the mat, bringing your back knee down. Anjaneyasana, press through your right foot to reach your arms tall. Then draw your hips back as you circle your arms wide toward a half split Ardha Hanumanasana. Your fingertips might touch down toward the earth. We'll just do that once more. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, circle your arms wide, draw your hips back, a half split shape. Stay low as you draw forward. Walk your hands inside your right leg. And then you want to be real light and easy on this left knee with your left foot. You're going to pivot your left foot over to the right so that you can reach your fingers forward to the left and then all the way across your mat. So you kind of keep pivoting on this left knee all the way across the mat till your left hand finds the back of your mat and a gate pose. So your right leg is straight, your left leg is bent, and you're reaching your right arm up toward the sky. Push through your right foot and pull through the crown of your head like you can get a little longer, and then reach your right arm along your ear, just making more space along the right side. A little lift through the left side as you inhale. And then draw your right knee toward your right shoulder as you step your right foot toward the back of the mat. Crazy or good? Do we make it? Okay. Tuck your toes behind you, that left foot. Bring your weight forward to step forward outside your left hand, so just a little wider forward fold than usual. But again, press through your feet. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand, walk your feet back together. And once more, peel your elbows wide, lift up through your sternum, and then pour your heart forward, fold, Uttanasana. Shifting your weight to the left now, push through your left foot. Step your right toes to the back of the mat and bring your back knee down. Anjaneyasana, press through your left foot, reach tall. Circle your arms back, sweep your hips back, and your fingertips down, a half split. Inhale, lunge forward, Anjaneyasana, reach tall. Exhale, peel your elbows wide, your hips back, half split shape. Inhale, draw forward. Both hands come inside your left leg, and we'll just pivot back the same way we came. So now we're on the right knee, right toes turn in. Walk your hands really far forward as you can. It's really only awkward this one time. Turning your left toes in. Your right hand finds the front of the mat. Sweep your left arm out overhead. Pick up the left ribs. Pick up the right ribs. Open up with breath. You could reach your left arm over your ear. Reaching a little longer. Press through your left foot. And then just to step forward, again, lift your left knee kind of toward your left shoulder and then toward the top of the mat. Sort of gotta unwind your leg. Tuck your toes behind you to lift your back knee. Step forward, right foot outside your right hand. This time, dropping your hips low toward a malasana squat. So your hips could be the same length as the same height as your knees, or they could drop lower, lifting your fingertips off the earth. Either way, it's just 2 breaths here. Hug in through your legs and down through your feet to lengthen at your spine. It shouldn't feel like a collapse here. Press through your feet to stand up. Walk your feet, or to heel toe your feet back in. Press and reach tall. Dive forward, fold. Inhale to lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to stand. Stay as long as you can in your spine, but bend your knees to drop your hips back toward chair pose, Utkatasana. Press through your feet, inhale. In your chair pose, so keep your belly drawing in and up toward your spine to support you. Stay with that, but bring your elbows wide. Again, circle your arms down. As you stand up, draw your left knee toward your chest. So press through your right foot, left knee toward your chest. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh and then sit back down like your chair pose. It's just like a stretchy half chair. Inhale, bring your left knee toward your left rib, so out to the side. And then cross your left ankle behind the right, like a little curtsy. Lift up and over to the right, side bend. Leave your legs where they are, but lift your arms. Sweep your arms back. And then step your left foot back toward warrior one. So your back heel comes down. Sink your right thigh toward the floor and then push through both feet to reach forward and up. Virabhadrasana, warrior pose. Hug in and down through your feet, in and up through the center with breath. And then again, peel your elbows wide. Keep sinking into your lunge. Press through both feet, lift your heart as your fingertips circle back and down and forward, reach forward. We're gonna travel across the mat again, this time with the back knee lifted. Yeah, but the same thing, reach forward to the right or to the left, turn your right toes, bend your left knee, turn your left toes to the back of the mat and find warrior two. Open up to settle in. Hug in and down through your feet. Draw up and out through the heart space, through your fingertips. Press through your feet, lift your heart up and reach back. Exhale up and forward, side angle, Parsva Konasana. Again, that option to reach your right arm overhead, but press through your right heel. And then come back through warrior two with an exhale. Inhale, reach up and back, extend your left leg. And then toward Trikonasana this time, triangle pose, hinge forward and down over your left leg. Same feeling of rolling your right ribs back to open up. With a warrior two on your exhale. Breath in, expand everything out. Spin both hands down inside your left leg. Bring your weight forward to step forward, right foot outside your right hand. Sink your hips down halfway or all the way toward your heels, Malasana. Just a breath here, fill up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hug in. Press through your feet to stand up. Walk your feet back in towards center. Press down, reach tall, and find your chair pose, settle your hips back. Draw navel toward your spine to support yourself, opening up, peel your elbows wide, your fingertips wide, circle them down and forward. Press through your left foot, this time right knee toward your chest, gather up. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, sit back down. Stand up again, right knee out to the right. And then cross your right ankle behind the left. Bend both knees like a curtsy. Stay low, reach up and over to the left, big side bend. Leave your legs as they are, just reach your arms tall and then sweep your arms back to help with balance. Keep your weight forward, step your right foot back, warrior one. Press through both feet to reach forward and up. Settling into the earth. I'm getting way too close to the camera here. Settle into the earth. Press through both feet to lift your heart to work through both legs. And then open up, elbows draw wide, your heart tall. Circle your hands down and then forward. Reach across the horizon, across to the right, turn your left toes. Switch the weight to the right. Turn your right toes forward. Warrior two. So adjust your legs as you need to so you can settle in. Hug in and down through your legs. Up and out through the heart space. Press down to reach tall, up and back, exalted warrior. Exhale up and forward towards side angle, right arm toward your right thigh. Make space on all sides of your body, could even reach your left arm overhead. Breath in. Exhale is warrior two. Inhale up and back, extend your right leg. Tip forward, triangle pose. Stay a breath, roll your left ribs back, open up. Exhale is warrior two. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, both hands down to the mat. This time, lift through your hips to step back, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Wave forward through plank. Hug through your arm bones for support. And then lower all the way down to the earth, reaching your crown forward the whole way. Again, press it down through your feet, down through your pelvis to lift your heart forward and up. Soften a little as you exhale. Same again, or draw your elbows back, lift your hands off the earth, lift your heart forward and up. Soften a little as you exhale. Last one, could sweep your arms back, could lift your toes, Shalabhasana. Stay with your exhale, get a little longer, so heart forward. Breath in. Exhale, hands and feet to the earth. Press the earth away, plank or tabletop. To downward facing dog. Pause here to sort of become that open channel again for breath to move. Walk your feet forward with intention in each step. Fold it down, Uttanasana. That same flow again, one time through. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise tall. Reach long, but bend your knees, chair pose. Stay here, reach tall, then circle your arms wide and down and forward. Press through your right foot, left knee toward your chest. Exhale, left ankle over your right thigh, sit back and down. Stand up, left knee out to the left. Curtsy, left ankle behind your right ankle. Reach up and over to the right, big breath. Stay low, reach your arms tall. Sweep your arms back. Weight forward as you step your left toes back. Virabhadrasana, press through both feet, reach tall. That back leg is really strong, supporting you as you peel your elbows wide. Press through both feet, lift your heart, circle your hands down and forward, hinge forward. To travel across the mat, go left, turn your toes left, shift your weight left, turn your toes left. Warrior two toward the back of the mat, settle. Take that moment, hug in, expand out. Press through both feet, lift up and back. Exhale, forward, Parsva Konasana, side angle. Stay to expand, maybe reach your right arm over your ear. Exhale is warrior two. Inhale, up and back, extend your left leg, tip forward, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Roll your right ribs back, open up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale there, reach out. Both hands down inside your left leg. Bring your weight forward, step outside your right hand. Bring your hips low, Malasana. Again, just a breath here. Breath in to hug in and lengthen. Breath out, press down into the floor. So much that you stand up. Inhale. Walk your feet back in. Breath tall. Exhale, settle your hips back, Utkatasana. Stay, inhale. Strength at the center to circle your arms wide and down and forward. Press through your left foot, right knee toward your chest, rise. Right ankle over your left thigh, sit back and down. Stand up, right knee to the right. Cross your right ankle behind, bend both knees. Lift up and over. Full body breath. Stay low, reach your arms tall. Sweep them back. Reach your right toes to the back of the mat. Warrior one. Whoops. Press through both feet to rise up. Settle into the earth. And rise up out of it. Breath in. Circle your arms wide. And down and forward. Hinge forward. Belly strong for support. Turn your toes right. Shift your weight right. Turn your right toes out, warrior two. Press through both feet, lift up and back, exalted warrior. Stay in your lunge, lift up and forward, side angle, Parsvakonasana. Roll your left ribs back, maybe reach overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Last time here, lift up and back, extend your leg. Extend forward, Trikonasana. A full body breath, open up. Exhale is warrior two. Take your time, you got that whole exhale. Inhale to be here. Both hands come down to the mat. Step forward. Just to fold here. So if your feet are wide or if they're not wide, it doesn't matter. We're just folding down a breath. Press through your feet, then lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Walk your feet about hip width, bend your knees, and let your hips come down toward your heels. Your heels will lift at some point, like that. Don't try to keep them on the earth. Kind of like a cow spine. Draw your tail back and your heart forward. Open up the front line of your body. And then draw your tail down, round your spine, tuck your chin. Inhale, draw your tail back, your heart forward. This time, begin to draw your hips back until they find the floor. Yeah, so you can use your hands behind you or you can reach them forward to counterbalance and just slow your roll as you root down. Root through your feet, lift your heart up. Use your exhale to roll all the way down to the earth. Try to stay open across your chest as you roll. So we're not collapsing or falling to the earth. We're rolling there on purpose. Bring your hands down along your sides. And take a moment just to be here. To sort of reorient. Yeah, in a different relationship to the earth than we have been. Feel your feet really yield some weight down into the earth. Feel your spine lengthen out. Your tail is sort of drawing toward your heels and your crown in the opposite direction. There's still a little curve in your lumbar because that's naturally there. You're lengthening out as much as you can. And this is from here that we'll find our bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. So you may want to walk your heels in just a little bit to feel like you can really root down. Yeah, that's our goal here. Press down through your feet, lengthen your tail toward your heels and then lift it up. Hug through your legs, press forward through your shins. Either stay here or walk your hands, your arms a little more underneath you. You can kind of roll your shoulder blades underneath you. We're just here this first time for 2 more breaths. So really press down to feel that full body breath, right? Like the open channel for breath to move. And then begin to lower it down the way you came. Yeah, hips to the earth. Don't go anywhere. Don't hug your knees in. Don't twist around. Can you just be here a second? Let yourself release whatever tension is there, whatever information is rolling up and down your spine. Just let it be. We don't want to undo what we just did because we're going to do it 2 more times. Yeah. So we have 2 more heart opening shapes. I always just recommend, if you feel like you're gonna move toward wheel, do it twice, because the second one will feel better than the first one. If you're gonna stay with bridge, or you can bring a block underneath your hips for a supported bridge. You could move toward a camel, just any heart opening shape that feels good to you. Yeah, I trust you to do what feels good. I'm gonna move toward wheel. If you wanna come with me, follow step by step, at least this first time. So wherever you're going, we're again rooting the feet into the earth, feeling length in the spine. If you're moving toward wheel, bring your hands up by your shoulders, by your ears, and then sort of hug your elbows toward each other so there's some space between your shoulder blades. Press down, draw navel to spine, and then lift up just onto the top of your head to walk your hands closer to your feet. That's gonna be kind to your wrists. Hug in through your elbows again. Press through your feet, roll toward your nose, and then press through your hands to lift up and out. Urdhva Dhanurasana. Keep a hug through your arm bones for support. Open up wide. Stay for 3 breaths, whatever shape that you've chosen. Figure out where breath gets stuck and see if you might add ease to that space. And come back down as you're ready, slow and steady. Again, don't undo it. Don't hug in right away. That shocks your nervous system, shocks your spine into doing the opposite. So instead, just neutralize. You could walk your feet a little wider and knock your knees together if you need a little support. But take 2 breaths to just feel this, like what's happening in your body. Be with it for a second. And then we got 1 more. Yeah, so that could be bridge or wheel. You could just lay here with your heart open. That counts as a heart opening shape, yeah. So where you are gonna go, try to spend a good 5 breaths there. This is kind of our last effort of the practice, yeah? So as you're ready, go in your way. If you're coming with me toward wheel, try again, come to the top of your head, walk your hands closer to your feet. Hug in through your elbows. Press down to rise up. Let your head be heavy. Let your breath move free. And then only when you're ready, release back down, tuck your chin before you find the earth. And then either walk your feet wide, knock your knees together, or bring your feet together and your knees wide. Just depending on your lower back and pelvis. One will feel better than the other. So just again, this moment to neutralize. To be with the sensations of opening up, of stretching, lengthening out. No hurry. But when you're ready, from where you are, bring your arms wide like a T, and we'll move toward a twist. So you'll arrange for both knees to drop over to the right. Let your heart be heavy to the left. You might also let your chin, your eyes fall to the left. But try to take the effort out of this shape. The benefit is kind of lost. The release is kind of lost when we're pushing ourselves into this shape. So see if you could soften whatever grip, whatever sort of goal you have in mind for this shape, just let it go. Be here another 2 breaths. Then we'll move back through center and to the other side, but feel free to stay a bit longer in that twist if you found something interesting that you want to stay with. Your knees to the left, heavy your heart, the back of your heart to the right. Maybe your chin, your eyes to the right. But again, don't try to go anywhere. Don't try to get somewhere in this shape. Just be in it. Breathe in it. 2 more breaths. Or more. If you want to stay a bit longer on this side. Some days we're a little uneven. And come back through center as you're ready. And we just need one last symmetrical shape. So you could just hug your knees in. You could bring them wide. You could even bring your feet toward the ceiling, a happy baby shape, holding on to your feet or your shins or your thighs. You could bring your feet to the wall or a piece of furniture yeah, for support. We're moving toward stillness. To find whatever last shape or extra support or fewer lights or like whatever you need to move towards stillness. Which might look like Shavasana on your back, or it might look like a meditative seat. But be supported. All these other shapes are moving toward this one, toward this state of stillness, state of yoga. Of connection. We're sort of softening the boundaries between what is me and what is everything else. Soften the boundaries between an exhale and the next inhale. We'll come back together in a moment, but give yourself time to just be here. Begin to notice again that you're breathing, that breath moves through. Notice that you're supported. Know that you're connected and whole here as you are. And feel free to stay low, or you might find your way to a seat for this opportunity again to amplify the resonance that's always between us. With the sound of Om, the sound that honors all that came before. In our own ancestry and in our generations of seekers who brought this practice across centuries and continents, from Africa and India. This sound, Om, also connects us to everything that we offer and carry forward. And honors also this moment here together. Where you are, find a breath in, a breath out. And toward Om, a breath in. Let that resonance stay with you. Gather toward it. And it's from here where we're connected. I bow to you with gratitude, with love as always. Appreciate you being here, being you. Hope to see you again soon. Be well. Be good to each other.
Hey, me again. I'm so excited to share the South of France with you on our retreat in September. We'll have daily practice, daily local adventures, and plenty of time to just relax by the pool and eat delicious food. Please join us. All the details are down in the link in the description. Hope to see you soon.